All right, so this is the Edgenuity Algebra 2A. This is the quiz for absolute value functions. Let's get started. All right, so what is the parent function? So the expression of parent function for all absolute value functions. Basically, it is there's no adding or subtracting, or there is no multiplication. So it's just a clean absolute value expression. Okay, so the parent function is going to be f of x equals to absolute value of x. So second choice. All right, so which one of the following is f of x equals to absolute value of x, and you're going to be translating 2 units to the right, 2 units up, and then multiply a factor of 1/3. Okay, so what's going to happen is that you're going to draw the parent function. The parent function of absolute value, so let me use something light. Okay, it's going to be a V shape where the vertex is at 0, 0, the lowest point right here. Okay, all right, so what's going to happen is that it's going to translate 2 units to the right, 2 units up. So I'm going to use, let's use red. So 2 units to the right, 2 units up, and you're going to multiply by 1/3. So what's going to happen with 2 units to the right, 1, 2, and then up 2. So that's going to be your new vertex. Okay, so if you multiply by 1/3, your V is going to be flatter. Okay, so your V is going to look something like this. Okay, flatter than my parent function. Okay, which of the following is the value when the of value of a when the f of x is equal to 3 absolute value of x? Okay, this one actually requires no calculation. This is the value of a, so a equals to 3. So fourth choice. All right, so given the function, okay, so that's the function of f of x equals to 2 multiplied by x plus 6 and then minus 4. Okay, so what is the value when f of x equals to 6? So f of x now is equal to 6. So I'm subbing 6 into f of x. Okay, now you're just going to go ahead and solve it. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to add 4 on both sides. Okay, so it's going to be 10 equals to 2 times absolute value of x plus 6. These are canceled. You're going to divide by 2 on both sides. That's going to be 5 equals to absolute value of x plus 6. If you unbracket the absolute value, like if you remove the absolute value like this, the 5 or any other values is going to become positive negative. Okay, so which means that x plus 6 equals to positive 5, another one, x plus 6 equals to negative 5. Okay, now we'll just go ahead and solve it. You should get x equals to, you subtract 6 on both sides, x equals to negative 1, subtract 6 on both sides over here, x could also equal to negative 11. Okay, so 1 and negative 11, negative 1 and negative 11, sorry. Next one. So the standard diameter of a golf ball. You're gonna read this by yourself. I'm not about to read this. So I'm gonna use a number line to tell you what this means. So if I said that the standard is gonna be 42.67 milliliter, and then the range that's all right. So I should say a acceptable range is it's going to be 0.002. So it's okay if it's 0.002 more than my standard 42.67, or it could be less. So it could be less, or I should say 0.002 less than my standard. Okay, so what are the answers? So what are the acceptable range here? So it's going to be, so you use 42.67, subtract 0.002, that's going to be 42.668, or it could be 42.672. Okay, so your answer is going to be choice 2. All right, so which of the following is the graph for that? Okay, so understand that I'm gonna I'm gonna start from the parent function. Okay, so parent function looks like this: regular size v, vertex at 0, 0. Okay, let's analyze what happened here. So if you have a negative, there's gonna cause a reflection. Okay, 0.5 times the absolute value. Your v is going to be flatter. So it's going to be something like flat like this. Okay. X plus 3, you're going to set it equal to 0 and then subtract 3 on both sides to solve for x is going to equal to negative 3. That means that this is going to go, your V shape, or I should say upside down V shape, is going to go towards the left by 3 units. Okay, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Minus 2, that's outside of the absolute value. This is going to cause the entire V shape to go down by 2. Okay, so it's going to go 1, 2, down 2. That's going to be your new vertex. So your answer, I'm going to draw in red. It's going to be an upside down V, flat, and the vertex is going to be at negative 3, comma, negative 2. All right, so given the function, so this is another one that's similar to 2 problems ago. So f of x is equal to 0.5 times x minus 4, absolute value of x minus 4, minus 3. And what happened? What is the value of x if f of x equals to 7? So just plugging 7 into f of x. Okay, substitute it in. All right, so let's go ahead and solve it. So you're going to add 3 on both sides. Okay, so 7 plus 3, that's 10, equals to 0.5 times absolute value of x minus 4. These are canceled. You're going to, you can use a calculator if you want to. No one's stopping you, okay? So divide by 0.5. So you're going to have 10 divided by 0.5 is 20, equals to absolute value of x minus 4. Okay, so I told you guys 2 problems ago, if you get rid of the absolute value notation, what's going to happen is that you're going to have your positive 20 becomes positive and negative. Okay, so which means that x minus 4 equal to positive 20, but another alternate, or you can have another answer. X minus 4 equals to negative 20. Okay, add 4 on both sides, on both equations. You're going to find out that x equals to 24 or negative 16. So choice 2. What is the vertex of x plus a absolute value minus 3? Okay, so what you're going to do is, this is already pretty close to the vertex form. Understand that this is basically your new vertex, I should say, the y coordinate of your new vertex. So y equals to negative 3. You have to set everything inside the absolute value equal to 0. Okay, so which means that x plus 8 equals to 0, x equals to negative 8. So your vertex is going to be negative 8, comma, negative 3. So choice number 1. All right, which function is the translation of the parent absolute value function? So basically, translation is about adding or subtracting. Okay, so you can clearly see that this one is multiplying, this one nothing happens. That's basically just the parent function. This one is a multiplication. The only one that's adding or subtracting is the choice number 2. And then if you want to know this one, so this one, x plus 6, if you set it equal to 0, so x plus 6 equals to 0, subtract 6 on both sides, x equals to negative 6. This is going to be causing the translation towards the left by 6 units. All right, what is the range of the absolute value function below? Range, okay, kind of like the domain. Range is about y. Okay, so see how much y we're covering. So y is covering. Okay, so it's actually y equals to 1 and below. Okay, so the function, these f of x is basically y, right? Okay, so sorry about that. So your answer is going to be f of x, anything less than y. So less than or equal to 1. So your choice number 3 is going to be your answer. Okay, that's it for my quiz. Good luck with your quiz. Peace.